Hello, Instagram.
I'm on a mission and I won't stop. No destination, but it's worth a shot. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go. I'm on a mission and I won't stop. No destination, but it's worth a shot. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go.
Welcome into the coverage of the CHL Memorial E-Cup presented by Kia. I'm Nick Merrick. Alongside me, Dan O'Connor. We are ripping right through today's action here to wrap up the first round of play in the 64-team bracket. This one is going to be game number 24, and it pits Sean Spearing of the Peterborough Petes against Liam Payton of the Halifax Mooseheads. Little OHL against the QMJHL. Dan, this one's expected to be another good one.
For sure it is. And I think, having one game under our belt, you and I are kind of feeling like we're going to be hitting a bit of a groove here, Nick, and great job in the first game, by the way. And, for these two guys now, it's just about, again, harnessing the nerves and sticking to what makes you the most successful. And I think if you're the Halifax Mooseheads, of course, you're on the road in this game. The Peterborough Pete's going to want to try and make, get the home crowd into it. The first game of the day, we saw that there were a few tilts, 3 of them to be exact. My spidey senses are telling me, Nick, that we're going to be in for a bit of a closer game here. I'm looking forward to seeing these two guys go head to head. You've got the Halifax Mooseheads, of course, notable alumni like Nathan McKinnon facing off against a Peterborough Pete's squad. Notable alumni, perhaps you've heard of guys like Wayne Gretzky and Steve Yzerman. These are just two classic teams in the Canadian Hockey League, and I'm looking forward to seeing these two guys go head to head.
Well, for fans not in the O, the Wayne Gretzky MVP award is handed out each year as well. And this one's going to be a blast as we drop the puck in Peterborough. Opening face-off, won and taken across the line by the Petes. Petes in the darks and the Halifax Mooseheads in the white jerseys for today's game. Back at the blue line, a quick slap shot trying to get some pucks on net early, and this one's grabbed off in the right circle, looking to cycle it back blue line, but it's intercepted, and Halifax will clear the zone. Over on the near side wall, the Pete's charging back through neutral ice. They'll carry it ahead up the wing, looking for the one-timer across the crease, and it's poked away emphatically over to the sideboard. Taken back over and worked into the zone. It's dropped off pass at the circle. In front of the crease, a good save. And the Pete's will send it back out. 0-0 score here in round one action of the CHL Memorial E-Cup presented by Kia. And a good takeaway chance between the blue lines that is brought back in by Peterborough. Worked ahead from Halifax, given a center lane. And this one's waltzed across the line. A little spin move to try to evade the defender as they crawl it back to the blue line and chip one up the right wing side. Taken out to center. Here come the Pete's. Halifax throwing three defensemen on him, and a quick shot coming that's answered with the glove side hand of Halifax. Another good block in front. Quick action both ends of the ice between the Mooseheads and the Pete's. Halifax surging through, trying to put one on. This one got blocked. A lot of stout defensive play here early in this matchup. Taken over to the right side. Walking his way through and spinning to find some space at the blue line. Shot coming hard and heavy. It's blocked and cleared in front. Quick action here as well. Already halfway through the first period. Here in the Memorial E-Cup, the periods roll a little quicker than they do in real time. And the Pete's will walk one in front again. Another great save with the glove, denying the pass across. Just trying to get that one through.
Take a breath there, Nick. You did well, man. First whistle of the game comes almost 11 minutes into action. Bit of a careful start for both teams, not necessarily a surprise given what we saw in game number one where there were 10 goals scored combined. But I like the start for both teams. We haven't seen any gaffing turnovers. Both teams paying attention to detail defensively.
Gravel in net for the Mooseheads. He makes a couple of saves to start the next face-off. And the Pete's looking to cycle back blue line. They'll have to go all the way back to their own zone to reset. Peterborough back on the left wing side, taking it across. Now to center, a great block by Halifax. Two evenly matched opponents here to start this period. Looking for the first prime scoring chance that almost came there. But another great block. A lot of tremendous work by the defense in front of the netminders and wearing a lot of rubber. Back over to the right side. Halifax trying to ease their way around as this one goes all the way around the circumference of the boards and will be an icing with 5:21 to play in the first.
Territorially, maybe a slight advantage to Peterborough in the early stages of this game, but still not. I don't think we've had a grade A chance yet on either side.
Face-offs in the offensive zone can certainly lean to that, but it's a great defensive win this time by Halifax as they work it over to the right side. A centering feed, bang! 1-0 Halifax in the first period, working it from the right wing wall to center, and Gavin Hart gets us started today.
Well, you touched on the defensive face-off win, Nick. This was the whole nucleus of as to why this happened. You had a face-off in the defensive zone, a few passes up, and then you carry it in on the right-hand side, and it was a cross-ice pass. Gavin Jones, the finisher. And so for Halifax, great to see them getting off to that good start, and it was all because of a defensive face-off win.
Puck goes back around by the Mooseheads. They'll cycle it to try to find some space in neutral ice, but a good defensive play in neutral zone, able to intercept one. Another great block by the Mooseheads. Halifax working it out to center. Almost had a breakaway there off the wing. I think a quick trigger sent that one back out to center, and the Pete's will try to regroup. 5 skaters back. They'll organize it out to center, angling a pass in front, and this one's going to go for a penalty. It's a tripping minor, and the first special teams opportunity of the game will come in the final 2 minutes of period one.
Well, Gavin Hart has Halifax leading this game 1-0, and now we do have the first special teams opportunity of the game, a chance for Peterborough to tie this thing.
But Halifax looking shorthanded right off the bat. Little drag play at the circle, trying to delay and get the defender to shake off his hip. He'll do just that as they spin in the corner and tuck it across the rink for the feed to the left side. Taken down to the corner. It's up ice by the Petes. Trying to start their power play unit to set up. From the circle to the blue line, walking in, goal line feed to center, and the one-timer just missing wide as they cradled it again in front. Gravel, a great stop, a positional save in the final 40 seconds of this power play.
Big save by Gravel there. A lapse in coverage and a turnover resulted in a sort of a 2-on-0 from inside the faceoff dot, and a big save made to keep it 1-0.
Quickly from D to D and down to center. Peterborough trying to force one across. Final 7 seconds. See if they can get one final shot to take us to the intermission. And they will. Tying it on the power play. A rip of a shot. It's Brady Heinz.
And I mean, that is as clutch as it gets. You've got the power play time winding down in the period. And it was nothing fancy, but it was just a shot from the left wing circle, a right-handed shot, able to sneak the puck, past the glove of Gravel. So Peterborough tying it up late, and we are all squared after one period of the second game of our day here at the CHL Memorial E-Cup presented by Kia. If you have not already, go to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and make sure you are following the Canadian Hockey League. Course, represented well by the Western Hockey League, the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, and the Ontario Hockey League. We are tied 1-1, 4-4 were the shots on goal in that opening frame. We are dead even so far.
Why not put the veteran in a spot there to succeed? The goal coming there by Heinz, over 240 games played in the Ontario Hockey League. Brady able to do a great job there of roofing the puck, squared up at one. And Dan, this one's already set for a phenomenal game. 1-1, two evenly matched opponents. Back to center ice, see if any adjustments were made between that quick break. This one's going to be all about controlling the offensive zone and seeing which side can get some more traction towards the net. Across it comes. Gravel, been active on that glove side today. He makes another stop, and it's quickly worked along to the left wing. Trying to peel off, cutting back in front, and a jammed play towards the blocker's side. It stopped. It was Hunter Jones able to deny. And the Petes will reset in their defensive territory. Quickly out to center, scurried across the line, holding backhand. Now we'll send it blue line, and the Petes will funnel it down low for a cycle play behind the net, trying to activate the wall play as this one's taken away. With a couple of sticks in the lane there for Peterborough, and it's pushed ahead and now dropped back off to the defense. Swung over left side to the circles, back in front. The defense just got a stick on, and the centering bid again won't quite go. Trying to feed one over to that far post. Instead, it finds the end glass. And Halifax working it high. A lot of players on. And two big saves again for the Petes. We are 6 minutes and 30 seconds into the second period, tied at one aside, but that is no more. Across it comes, and the Petes with two in a row as they slam home the second of the game.
Well, and I mean, really from there, it was Kirk who just went to the net and was able to finesse the puck home. We see it so many times, so key to be able to get the goalie to move from side to side. That cross crease pass, I think it's a real key for anyone to have success. Peterborough, they're up 2-1.
Liam Kirk, the alternate captain for the Petes, able to give his team the lead here at the midway point of regulation. And it's our goal scorer in the first period, Heinz, able to carry it ahead. Looking to work it back to him, but it gets deflected away, and a potential breakaway chance. They can get around the defense. They drop it back off, and the centering feed wouldn't go. Halifax, right side, trying to maneuver and find that center ice. Carried across the line, given to center again, and a cannon of a shot just missed the top crossbar, and it's sent behind for a swinging play to reset by the Mooseheads. Halifax up the wing, taking it back over to Payton. Liam Payton controlling his player and the controller here today. And this puck gets swarmed back to the Pete's blue line. Peterborough dropping it off. Good handoff play across the line. Looking for space, not much there. A shot denied. It got blocked in front, and the Mooseheads will quickly work it up the right wing. 2-1 score, final couple of minutes of the second. Trying to drag it across, the one-timer will go. This game tied at 2, back and forth hockey. Yet again, a tremendous shot and a great finish by Zach Jones.
Well, it was Petton down the left side that had the rush, and what Petton did to draw the defender is he faked the shot. Fake shot kind of drew the goaltender closer towards him, and then the feed across, and Jones made no mistake. Got the puck, no hesitation, wired it on net, and we are deadlocked at 2 as punch, counter punch has sort of been the story here between these two teams.
Well, Jones had a tremendous rookie season in the QMJHL. Lone American on the roster as well, nets it at 2 aside. Great play for the Mooseheads. The high slot feed over to the wing. A good block with the glove. Gravel able to get a piece of it. Drop back off, and Peterborough will intercept the diving play in front of the goaltender. He gets up and stops the shot just in time. And now on the counterattack, it's Halifax. They'll spin on the right wing. Peterborough gets it loose. Here's a breakaway from center. All the way in, and a backhander dragged. Gravel stays with it to keep it tied at 2. Up the boards. Deflected to center ice. Good lane on the right side. And here comes the Mooseheads trying to find some separation of the defense. They'll throw it in front. Another great stop as the goaltending been on display so far through the first 40. Back to the corner, spinning it in front. Opportunity now for the Mooseheads. It's taken away, and the Pete able to work it back on the near side boards. Final seconds will run off here, and we'll take this one to the intermission just like we saw in period 1. It's tied, this time, 2-2.
This is shaping up to be a truly exciting third period. And, I mean, I'm sure the statistics are going to show a very evenly played period yet again. And, you know, neither team able to fully grab the momentum of this game, but goaltenders at both sides making key saves. I get the sense that there's not a whole lot of difference. There's an incredible parity between these two teams in this game. Shots on goal were 10-9 through 2 periods in favor of Peterborough. So really, who's going to make that costly mistake, or who's going to rise to the occasion and make that one extra play? I do not see this third period being a blowout per se. This is going to be right down to the wire, as we've seen really through the first 40 minutes of action between Peterborough and Halifax.
I think you're right, Dan. We've had plenty of time as well just to get a lot of one-goal games and get those close actions already here in round 1. This one's shaping up to be that in the final period of regulation time coming up.
Right. And Nick, right before we get going here, thank you to everyone for watching the Memorial Cup presented by Kia. Be sure to enter for your chance to win daily prizes and a chance at winning a grand prize of $1,000, a prepaid Visa gift card. Today's promo code QMJHL20. Enter the contest at chl.ca/Memorial E-Cup.
Who doesn't love some free money right before the holiday season? Tie game here inside the Pete's Arena as they'll take it across to the right wing, get to the circle, centering pass. Another stop from the goaltender, Gravel. Taking it out to center. Halifax trying to move it through the zones as they come over to the right side. Again, it's Liam Payton controlling the players for Halifax. Sean Spearing on the other side for Peterborough. In the corner. It's taking control, and the Petes will work it back up the bench area. Coming to center. Trying to look for an option. Nothing quite develops. Now it's stolen away, and a stick-checking play eventually won by the Petes. Peterborough back to center. Now to the blue line play across, looking for room. Snaking their way in towards the net. and worked to the goal line, eventually bumped off. Back over to the right side, centered. Good shot block. The shot blocks today have certainly been a key in this one for both teams, really trying to deny those prime scoring chances. And right as we say that, there was a great stick on the ice before that one was whistled to a halt to keep it tied at 2.
Well, and just playing defense in front of the net, it was Cameron Wynot, the defenseman for Halifax, just preventing the rebound to go to the Peterborough player.
Halifax up the left side. Good drop pass to get some separation. Back to the wing and now to center. Right side. Here's some movement. A one-timer and a sprawling save. The best of the game so far. It's Peterborough robbing at the near side post. An aggressive dive. I believe that one is Jones in net for the Petes. And they'll pick it back up in the offensive end. Peterborough now to center, putting it down low, looking for the one-timer back to the circle. Might have had a chance there for a good backhanded look. Opted for the pass instead, and it pays off. A rip from the blue line gives the Petes a 3-2 lead.
Well, you see it all the time, don't you, Nick? I mean, a beautiful save at one end, resulting in a goal at the other. And that time it was just puck movement to the outside. And after some puck possession, it was McNamara from the right wing point that was able to sneak that one through. Matt McNamara has given Peterborough a 3-2 lead.
And Peterborough not opting to settle back. They're trying to fuel the offense for one more, get a little cushion here in the final minutes of period 3. We could feel the sweat dripping from here as the shot goes high of the bar. Halifax on the right side looking to settle it down. They get it back to the blue line. A cannon shot. That is Jones making another quality save. And the Petes will scurry it out along the left wing side. Now to the circles. Gravel will deny one. 5:23 to go. Both teams with their timeout still to use. We'll see if that's going to be a choice here in the final moments of this one-goal game.
Well, and face-offs again becoming even more important, and that's a big defensive win for Halifax.
Couple of key defensive zone victories. Last time it led to a goal. Can it here? Right wing across. What a save again. Hunter Jones highlight reel in display today.
Well, that's Jones coming up with a big cross-crease save. I mean, Hunter Jones, you know, he's drafted by the Minnesota Wild in round 2 of the NHL, and that was a game saver, perhaps, keeping his team ahead.
Peterborough brings it across the line, tries to spin one back to the high slot. That over to the wing, and here come the Mooseheads. A spinning deke to get a shot. It generates onto the right shoulder of Jones and bumped off between the blue lines. Here comes Halifax trying to set something up. Didn't last very long. Pete's back across. Trying to use the screen to the defenseman. Nearly worked, but the puck scurries a little high and wide. Payton dumping it into the corner, trying to chase down his own feet in. Allowed to make a line change there with the puck in deep. Final minute of play here in regulation time. Halifax needing a goal to force overtime. They'll work it on the right side. Now to the circle, cutting through, and the one-timer just missed there. Saw the shot come, but the puck didn't quite make it there. And Halifax will go back on the left wing. Final 40. Peterborough gets bumped down. 2 players, 1 check. As it goes over to center, and the Petes will try to send it low again across, and just missing on the feed, but a delayed penalty upcoming, and this one's going to be key. Final 20 seconds, looking for a moving tip in front. Good save by Gravel, but a trip could be the difference here in the final seconds.
Well, yeah, I mean, if Halifax is going to want to win this game, they're going to need a bit of a prayer here. There are 22 seconds to go, and they're shorthanded, but nothing is impossible.
They need a steal, and they got it. Here comes Halifax, shorthanded, 14 to play. Across the line, a chance to put it to overtime across, and a great read by the defense. With 5 to go, they could simply milk the rest of the time, and the Petes will tack one more in. 0.8 seconds, a power play goal to seal it, and the Peterborough Petes, headlined by Sean Spearing, will advance to the second round.
Liam Kirk with another tally. He had 2 in the game, and that one is going to put the, there's no doubt now how this game is going to end. But Peterborough on the power play late in the game, there was an opportunity for Halifax in the final seconds. They were able to leave the zone. They were able to, make something happen to give themselves a chance. But Kirk, it's the insurance goal, if you will, and that's going to seal the deal.
So a 4-2 victory for Peterborough as they get to celebrate with their starting goaltender, who made some spectacular saves. Hunter Jones with an impressive performance in round 1. A couple of goals there for Kirk, as Dan just mentioned, and a trip to round 2 in the round of 32 coming up later on for Mr. Spirit.
That was just a classic game right there. I mean, 2 teams that went tick for tat really the entire time, and nobody, neither player, neither team can really hang their heads about their performance. I mean, both goaltenders made great saves, a few timely opportunities that Peterborough was able to convert on, but you go into the third period tied. Often it does come down to one key play, and Peterborough narrowly outshooting Halifax 15-14, able to hold on to the 4-2 win.
Well, Sean Spearing taking the third star of the game with his 3 assists. We will be joined with him in a moment as Dan will catch up with him. And Dan, I would love to hear from Sean too about that first period goal on the power play in the final 10 seconds. If that kind of helped give him the jolt and momentum, because it seemed that way. Once he got that first one, maybe a little bit of relaxation on his end. A couple more goals came quickly after, and it was a back and forth affair throughout this one. The statistics virtually similar. Passing percentage, shots, hits. The difference coming on the power play, 2 for 2 for Peterborough. The difference against Halifax in round 1 of the CHL Memorial E-Cup presented by Kia. We'll give you that interview once we return, and plenty more action today. Stick with us.
Hello, Instagram.
I'm on a mission and I won't stop. No destination, but it's worth a shot. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go. I'm on a mission and I won't stop. No destination, but it's worth a shot. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go.
Well, welcome back to the CHL Memorial E-Cup presented by Kia. The Peterborough Petes, a 4-2 win over the Halifax Mooseheads. And right now, pleased to be joined by Sean Spearing. And Sean, congratulations on the win. It was a nip and tuck game, back and forth the whole time. No real sway in momentum until the end, but take me into the first period. A late power play goal for your team, maybe settle the nerves a little bit. How much or how big of a factor was that goal for you?
Yeah, for sure. It was huge. Brady Hins actually texted me before the game. He said he better score a goal for me. So I was definitely looking to score one with him. And yeah, it was a huge momentum shift.
Tell me about the nerves going into this. I mean, you've watched 23 other games take place before yours. I know you've been probably talking to some of your other pals in the OHL and even teammates. How much practice and how many nerves for you going into today?
Yeah, no, I wasn't too nervous. I'm confident in myself, confident in my abilities. Definitely get a lot of texts from the teammates, though, saying don't choke. They're trying to get in your head. So happy I could come through and get this win.
I mean, when you think about, you're going into the third period, you're tied at 2. Were you focused? Was it defense first for you? Obviously, you're relying on goaltending. You had a great performance from Jones in that game. Tell me about the mindset going into the third.
Yeah, for sure. It was just get one and go from there. Can't win the game with a 2-2 tie, so it was just focusing on getting the first one and playing it out from there.
And a nice shot from the point to get there. Now you advance to the final 32. Just a thought from you about what that's all going to look like. I'm sure you might have seen what happened in the first game. It was a pretty impressive performance from the Moncton Wildcats, but I'm sure you're ready for the challenge.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Just want to thank you for hosting such a great tournament, too. This is a lot of fun.
Congratulations on the win, Sean, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Sean Spearing, victory for the Peterborough Petes over the Halifax Mooseheads. So the 2 games are in the books. We've got 8 more to go today, and a thrilling 4-2 game for to really kind of get us excited, to wet our whistle a little bit here. Nick, you're doing a great job, and we've got some more excitement down the pipe. We're going to be back at it here soon with Game 3 of the day.
Well, the fans know it too. They're with us in full force today. It's the final day of action for round 1. We just completed game number 24. We still have 8 more to go until we figure out the 32 teams moving on to the next round of the CHL Memorial E-Cup presented by Kia. All the actions coming up after this quick commercial break. We'll see you there.
Hello, Instagram.
Shorter, lack of energy, I'll conquer in my soul.